Nagaland News Network is privileged to have none other than Bhaichung Bhutia, former India footballer and captain, and also the recipient of the prestigious Padma Shri. We're very honored to have you with us,
Thank
and
you.
it's such a beautiful morning. And you are, I'm sure, in a hurry because you have a
Flight
flight
to
to
catch,
catch.
yes.
But thank you so much. First things first. What are you here for in Nagaland? And I'm aware that you have been coming frequently to Nagaland. So can you tell us a little bit about this?
No, I'm here this time for celebration of Silver Jubilee for Western Sumi Sports Association, and I'm also honored to be advisor to Western Sumi Sports Association. And I think my association with them has been through Madam MLA Hekani Jakalu, because she's been very, very active. I know her from our college days, and I think she's been doing such a wonderful work over the years, and now I think recently she's become MLA. So I think my association with Nagaland is also been through her and her family, and at the same time we've got a lot of friends, wonderful people around here, and we've always been a fan of our famous festival in Nagaland, Hornbill Festival. So that's why I keep coming.
So, of course, footballer. I mean, you are also one of the, national treasures, I would also say. And coming here is such a privilege. So, have you connected in any way to the football, the sport of football in Nagaland apart from the Western Sumi area?
In fact, I had come towards the finals of the tournament yesterday, and I've been connected with football through mostly with Madam Hekani and Western Sumi Sports Association, because they've been doing a lot of grassroots football programs in different villages. We had 10 to 12 coaches 2-3 years ago from
Okay.
Western Sumi Association sent them to my academy to train. So under our British coach, we got them trained for 10-15 days, and they came back and their training kits around. So that way I've been associated with the Western Sumi. But I think looking forward to be associating with the Nagaland Football Association
Okay.
in whatever way they can. I think the government had also organized Dr. Tiao, had come for that as well. So there are initiatives, but I think I would want to be more associated with the association, Football Association of Nagaland, and see how we can work and help and support the game to grow here in Nagaland.
What do you think is the status, talking about growth of football? The status right now, in all honesty, from the state, we do have very skilled players, and we also have a lot of what do you call, associations, also small ones, different districts, not just Dimapur or Kohima. But what about the eastern side? Are we really dawning on those skills right now? Do you think the government or individuals?
See, I think as far as football is concerned, it's the Nagaland Football Association is the responsible for entire development program, and they have to take support from the government, because I think the association does not report to government and
Yeah.
also to the central government. We have our own body, which is All India Football Federation, and under that umbrella they come. I think. And I was just hearing yesterday that Nagaland Football Association this time is trying to organize Nagaland Football League, which is the most important thing. I think so far till now, but they've not been, organizing a league of their own. The state league is a must. And under that, I think you have women's league. Under that, you have different age group leagues, which
Yeah.
is very, very important. And I know they don't have to go big to different district right now, but at least if they can organize even in Dimapur or Kohima to begin with, at least with 8-10 teams here, and then a lot of players from other districts can come and be with these clubs and start playing.
Yeah.
And then slowly, once it gets better, they need to expand the league across. But until and unless you don't have your own league, then football is going to be very, very difficult for players to get that opportunity and platform. And at the same time, to take the game forward, if you don't have a league, then it becomes very, very difficult.
So why do you think till now, considering that one of the also the captain of the Indian Olympic football team was from here, and till now we have not really captured that essence of the game for the youth over here? What do you think is lacking?
I think one of the biggest problem, I'm not saying only in Nagaland, but entire India, is we've got a lot of people in district and state associations and in federation who are there just for the chair. They just want to occupy that chair of president, general secretary, sit there and not really work for the development of the sports. I think it's the duty of people who are in those positions. If you are in Nagaland football president, general secretary, and members, I think you need to have a passionate people who want
Yeah.
to promote the game and take it forward.
Yeah.
Until and unless you don't have, if you are only looking at being president, sitting there and
Mhm.
enjoying the tour of entire India, five-star
The
hotels
perks.
and
Yeah.
perks, and not really investing time to develop your sports in
Mhm.
your state,
Yeah.
then it's not going to go anywhere. So I think we, first of all, we will require young, dynamic, passionate footballers who've retired from Nagaland, who played at least Nagaland state level or
Yeah.
university level, to come to state level association and start working. I think good thing with sports law now is we've got 30% reservation for ex sports person, retired sports person,
Okay.
to be in the federation, and that has to be implemented in state association as well.
So, in a totally different direction, these traditional games also that Nagaland also is very proud to have, and we try to keep having it in our festivals and trying to revive and make the youth, more interested in traditional sports. So I'm not very sure about Sikkim traditional sports from Sikkim, but for Nagaland, if you have witnessed, there's so
Yes.
many. So do you think that is also a very good career aspect in terms of what the government is doing to push it in traditional sporting events?
See, I don't know about career aspect for the traditional sports. I think traditional sports should be played, encouraged, and supported and kept alive by the government of Nagaland, because it's your heritage, it's your culture, and that should be kept for your generations to come. And that's the legacy, a lot of people would leave behind. And I think that should always be supported. To make a career, I don't think anybody would want to make a career out of a traditional sport. That you need to play and to be active for your children and for your generations to show your legacy and your roots. So I think that is separate. But there are other sports like professional sports, cricket, football, and other Olympic based sports where you can make a career out of it. But that doesn't mean you forget your traditional sports. I think Nagaland wrestling is so famous all across India
Yeah.
today. It might not be a career making, but it can be a great tourist attraction. People would
Right.
come and watch, that wrestling which is happening traditionally in Nagaland. So these are something which really gives the heritage and the culture of Nagaland in such a big. It gives you such a high prestige culturally across India.
Uh, Now, not more on a less serious note, tell us something about you that not many people would know, or tell our viewers, maybe from here or Sikkim also, what not many people would know
Not
anything.
many people. I think I'm a full-time entrepreneur and a full-time politician. Entrepreneur, I've got a lot of things. I'm into hospitality. I've started the biggest fine dining and lounge in Eastern India in a place called Siliguri.
Right.
I have my own homestays. We are the biggest grassroots football program in India today, bigger than any big multinational companies as well. And yeah, so those are things which I do. And but I'm full-time politician, and we've got elections in next 2 months, and looking forward to it.
What do you think is the difference being a politician there, and if you've known or connected with any politicians here, good or bad, anything?
My only suggestion to all the Naga people here is, I think till the time the people keep extracting money from the politicians in terms of to vote, then your state is never going to get developed. I
Right.
think people should start asking for their rights in terms of development work. But if you are only trying to squeeze money out of all the different, I'm not saying any political party, but
Right,
different political parties during the vote, and if you're selling your votes for money, then the place is never going to get developed, because any leader who's going to win, obviously when he has to spend so much money, then where does he recover? He's there to do social work, help the people of village
Right.
and your state. But then people start extracting money out of election and trying to sell their votes, then I think the development does not happen. So that awareness for your own rights are very, very important. And a good thing is with Nagaland political government, any government that's been there, I think they've been protecting their rights, which is very, very good. We Northeastern have some special rights. In Sikkim, we've got Article 371F, which we protect.
Okay.
And Nagaland has got, I think, Article
371.
371.
Right.
So I think these have been, which has been completely, I think the government, whichever has come in, has really protected that. That is very, very good. Those political rights have been safeguarded, but only that people will have to change their mindset and demand, from the political leaders that they want good development rather than sell your votes on money.
That That is very true. And I hope also viewers would also keep that in mind. This is always being said, and then we complain later, after taking the, money, we complain. So, which doesn't make sense. Uh, During your retirement, your last match, there were banners with, I think you played
Bayern Munich,
Bayern.
yes.
Yes, and it was a very huge match, and then a lot of banners were up saying who is going to replace you, Bhaichung Bhutia. So do you think India will have another? We have our, of course, our footballers, Neil Chetri and all the likes, but again, known as the Sikkimi sniper as well, and many tags of such. Who will replace you, and will that person be also from the northeast, and how
No,
long will it
I
take?
think after me, Sunil is replaced and done very, very well. He's taken the leadership and done very well with the national team. Right now, I think we've not been able to get somebody who can actually replace Sunil. That is something which we are really worried about, because I think Sunil has been very consistent in scoring goals for the country. But we've not had another player who's made that kind of difference.
Yeah.
So let's hope we'll find somebody in near future.
Yeah. So, lastly, what is your future plan, and are you coming back again to Nagaland? Of course, you just mentioned about the Football Association, Nagaland Football, and you will be very much connecting here. So, what is the future plan now?
I think future is right now immediate. I'm completely doing my politics in Sikkim, and Nagaland. I think I will always be coming back. I've got a lot of friends and family friends here, and I think it's such a wonderful place. And hopefully in future, one day we'll be working with Nagaland Football Association and the Nagaland government in football as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So, that was Bhaichung Bhutia, and it was a very, I think, a fruitful conversation, very crisp and short, and he's about to leave, but we can't wait for him to come back. Thank you for watching.